There it is. There I am. Hello. G'day there. Welcome back to the RaeSide. We're back. Two lives in 2 days. DB's already pointed it out. What a good time to be alive. We are back. Still talking about San Diego Comic-Con. There's a lot of reveals, information, not necessarily like announcements, but just things that were mentioned that were to come for Star Wars at San Diego. And we're going to be going through a whole list. I've got damn notes today. You know, it's serious. When I hand write the notes that I need to make sure I get to for this show today. There's some interesting things here. It's so varied of information. There's surely something you might be interested in that you might have missed. It's hard to miss that George Lucas was on stage yesterday. Thank you for those who tuned into the live show yesterday where we actually watched that whole panel. That was amazing. I still think about it. That was such a fun time. And there's a lot of sort of pieces of info in and out that have been going around. So we're gonna do it in one big show and go over it all. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Before we do, who's in the chat right now? If you're in, welcome. DB, of course, is here. Happy that we've got the two shows. We have Trent, Seth, Mando Node. G'day there. Look at that profile picture. There's a cool ass profile picture. I love it. Williams here. The Hasselhoff vehicle was in just about every episode of Clone Wars. Just saying, it's true. That's true. That would be actually a great game to be like, how many episodes has a lad been in the Clone Wars? That's a great question. And hey, Mike, good to see you around. Like I have mentioned, there was a lot coming out for Star Wars. I think there's a few things here that warrant a good discussion, and I would love your thoughts on. Of course, I've kind of made the rounds of social media across the past 4 days, so you might have already seen me post about some of these as well. But regardless, we're gonna go over it all again today. Hey, JS is back. It was kind of crazy, wasn't it, JS? And Mitty is back as well in the chat. But let's start off with the main thing, really. Which is the booth that Star Wars had at San Diego. Let me just make sure that music's not too blastingly loud for you. Hopefully it's is that a good volume? Is that an okay volume? Was the pavilion, the Star Wars Lucasfilm Animation Pavilion that was there. This sort of has the most sort of interesting things kind of come out of the weekend, apart from George Lucas being there, of course. Hey Sam, how you doing? But we'll start there, and we'll get to some interesting things about the Hasbro stuff as well real shortly. After this, let's start with the Lucasfilm booth. That's a good place to start. So let's get the photos up on the screen as I'm talking about it, so you can visualize what this was like. There it is. This is the pavilion. Really, really cool setup. It just had a bunch of essentially cool bloody things there. This had maquettes, and you might have seen my clip I've already posted today because I had to make a separate video about it. It was so interesting. They had like the sculpted maquettes, 3D maquettes of some of the main characters, some of the characters from the shows. They were kind of just showcasing all the animated stuff they've done: Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance, Bad Batch, the Tales series, and of course upcoming the Mall show, which had such an interesting. I actually think it's so great and interesting that it only shared one single photo of a character that we have seen 1,000 times before, but it was still such a cool image. Let's get it fully up on screen right now. This is, you can kind of see it on the, how do I do this? Where'd it go? There it is. You guys kind of see it in the back corner there. This was like the main thing that was like, oh, this is cool coming out of San Diego. Is this still shot from the upcoming Mall show? I can't tell if this is just like a stylized version or if we get this high sharpness, high like graininess style to the show. I don't know if that's going to be actually in it. If it is, very interesting style choice. But it's still a great image. It's more being cool. I love this look. I love that look of like him with he's got like a tunic on, but he's got it completely open across his chest. Like, sure, go at it, King. And then his like waist belt thing to like keep him together. yeah, I think he's really cool like this. I think it's a great image. It says something that they just post one image and it made quite a bit of talk. It made quite a bit of talk for the show, people being excited, it looking cool. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. What did you think seeing this image first? JS coming in. I will admit, when I saw the version, this version of Maul, my jaw dropped how insane and cool it looks. Absolutely. Like, I think it really is going to bode well for the show. I think I'm really excited for the show. I can't wait till we get, because we saw a trailer for it, like a teaser trailer for it at Celebration. I can't wait till that's public and we can all kind of like actually dissect every shot of it and what it could be about and all those kinds of things. It's really exciting. Yeah, right? It's like crispy. Will they finally get into Maul's crime empire story? I hope so. I think a lot of it is geared to, and what we saw from the trailer at Celebration was like this apprentice he essentially acquires and has. I think a lot of it is going to be around that, but I hope, I'm with you, Mike. I think I want to know about Crimson Dawn. Let's lean hard into that. Let's have animated, oh God, I'm forgetting her name. Animated Amelia Clark. I forget the character's name in the show. Let's do that. Let's do that. Hey Rose, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Hang on, the cat's meowing. Are you good? Oh, okay, you're fine. You're actually completely fine. That's hilarious. Maul versus Vader, or we riot. Yeah, this has been an interesting talking point. Like, is Vader going to show up in this show? I don't know. Just make it about Maul. I'm quite okay if it's just Maul and his crime syndicates. Bailey, I really want to know how Maul ended up on Malachor. I really hope because they've made a big point that this isn't a single standalone season. This is going to be multiple seasons. They announced that at Celebration. This is not a limited series. It's not a short story. This is season 1 of many seasons of this show. I'm hoping it would be like Bad Batch. I think 3 seasons of an animated show is a sweet spot. You've got a season of establishment, a middle season for development, and a final season to finish off the arc for the characters. I think that would bode very well for the character and the characters we're introduced to in this show. So I definitely think it is like a hypothetical season 3 of a Maul show. Like how he ends up as like this old, decrepit, weird, creepy guy on Malachor would be a great place to end where his character is. Kira, thank you. Oh my God, so sorry. That's terrible that I forgot a name. Yeah, Maul and Crimson Dawn will be too. Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be a very, it's going to be a dark show. I think, Bad Batch was very, hope and finding your purpose and, just delightfully hopeful. And Amiga was like a great beacon of light throughout that whole show. Where the Maul show, I think, is going to be the opposite. I do think it's going to be this like, everybody's dead. I hate everyone. Like, I think it's going to be very dark. And Sam Witwer has said as much. Like, he hasn't shared too much about the show, but he did a little bit on the Katie Sackhoff show. She asked him a little bit about it, and he kind of talked about just how Maul is a quintessential bad guy. Like, there's no good arc for him in terms of good arc, meaning him becoming a good guy in this show. It's just gonna be Maul as a bad guy, which I super love. So I think it's gonna be still quite a gritty, dark show. Do you think Maul will try and seek Kenobi? Probably. He probably starts to. You know what? That's actually a really great point. I need a better way to put these comments up. Maybe that's I like that one a bit better. That's actually, I think he could start to, because obviously that was such a big thing. Obviously, he's author of the Clone Wars. He wants revenge on Kenobi. Obviously, we see how he ends in Rebels. I think that could be a big plot point for him, trying to find Kenobi. I won't tell if you won't. Oh my God, amazing. So good. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that. Yeah. Into exile I must go. Kind of like that. But that's what the Maul again, but how fun! Like this like single shot of Maul just kind of started this whole talking point of like, ooh, this show, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Alluded that when stories of George Lucas saying we can't do that. That isn't a Maul show. Yeah, I know. I love those clips. Again, I think that was from the Katie Sackhoff show. That was cool. That was really cool. But let's keep talking about animation. With a couple of these shots, again, hopefully you've seen some of these. If you haven't, that's why we're doing this show. We've got some great little just boxes of like little props, maquettes again, little gems from each of the shows. This one from The Bad Batch, we got the Straw Tuka, that was from season 3. We have the Lola plush doll that was kind of throughout the seasons as well. We got the Bad Batch statue and the crew jacket, which I'm like, oh my god, I want my hands on that jacket so bad. Really cool. Again, I feel like we moved on from Bad Batch too quickly. That was a good show. It was a good freaking show. Now this kind of what do you call these? Like shelves? I don't know. Displays. Very interesting. I loved seeing this. On the right here, we have, I think, is there a closer up image of it? I think there's a closer image. Maybe not. Maybe? I thought there was. Maybe I'm making this up. Let's go back. But you have the prosthetics that was used for Cad Bane in the Book of Boba Fett. How random. How great. And as well as the hat, his iconic hat. They had obviously a physical one, live action. I'm like, why don't we have a season 2 of this show? Like, if they want to go into this gritty underworld, bad things happening, like there's a more show about the underworld, make a Book of Boba Fett season 2 where Boba Fett has to, you know, deal with the crime syndicate that is Crimson Dawn and everything, and the Hutts and everything in between. I find that so funny, but really cool. I love, you know, something so special about Star Wars is its physical prosthetics and props, and as well as Cad Bane's blasters in, again, live action from Book of Boba. Beautiful. Really, really cool. Hat's not big enough. To be honest, to be fair, remember he changes hats in the Clone Wars. That he starts off with this really big hat, and it's like that really wide brim one that's like out past his shoulders. But then I forget what story point it was, but he like loses his hat and he changes to this hat. And then so like when he's in his like older age, in a sense, he has this same cool cowboy hat, but it is shorter. So it technically is the right one, but from the one, it's almost like a Mandela effect. The one that we all know and associate with Cad Bane is the bigger one. So I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah, it's a good point, Josh. Yeah. Exactly. It's like, we need that. That'll be a great story. But this is a great little display, and let me zoom in a little bit. Maybe I zoomed in too much. This is also at the top here. You might miss it, but they have the Blade of Talzin up here. The live action one that they used in Ahsoka. Really, really beautiful. I actually, Diana Lee Nastanto is coming down to Australia in a couple of months, and I was like, I wonder what prop store can I buy this sword from, because I would love to get her to like sign the blade or something. That would be so cool. So I might start looking up what prop builders can make me this, because I want one. Or how do I get that one? So cool. So cool. Now we're getting to some like hilarious, let's go here. Star Wars Resistance. This show, I actually really enjoyed watching. It was really lighthearted. It was much younger sort of aimed of a show than, say, Clone Wars or Rebels. But it was still such a fun show for me. I actually really enjoyed Star Wars Resistance. And you have some of the main cast here, and, you know, Leia shows up in that show. And there's like a little Resistance version of Leia. Really cool. Again, switching gears. This is kind of just crossing over everything into physical props again. We've got Bo-Katan helmet. This was the one, you can see on the little plaque there, this was the one that was used in The Mandalorian, which is nice. The worst, I disagree with that, Alexander. I think it was pretty good. I think people were way too harsh on it. But we have Bo-Katan's helmet from The Mandalorian, Really cool. That's my next Black Series helmet I want to get, actually. I've got the Sabine one. I don't think it's in the shot. I got the Sabine one, but I really want the Bo-Katan one. Her 2 blasters, so cool. And as well as Anakin Saber from the Ahsoka show. Really cool. So great looking props. That's just, that would have been epic to see in person. Again, with the maquettes, this is more Clone Wars here. We've got the really classic, very stylized Dooku and Palpatine. Then we have some Rebels, some Zeb and Sabine. More Rebels, Vader, the Grand Inquisitor, Kanan, Hera. Some great shout-outs here. We've got the Queen from Geonosis, the Queen Geonosian, essentially. We have Padme from Clone Wars, Ahsoka, young Ahsoka from Clone Wars, and Chopper and Ezra in this shot as well. Super funny. Yeah, me too. I would love that. Hey, John. Good to see you. It was okay. Didn't like the main guy or the mechanic chick. Those were like the 2 best characters. What are you saying? Those were great. Yeah, you gotta love Rebels. Let me try and make this screen a little bigger so you can see it a bit better. Okay, there you go. The photo's a bit bigger for you. But yeah, it's really great to see this in like 3D version. In like, okay, this was the reference point. And again, if you saw my clip, this was like my favorite thing. Out of the whole weekend of Star Wars news, this was my favorite thing. Out of all the characters, new and old, introduced and shown in the Clone Wars show, we went with Oppo Rancis as our guy to show off for this pavilion. Surrounded by such an eclectic array of other characters. We have Cutler Quain's eldest daughter, Shaila Quain. We have Chairman Papanoida. I'm sure they did that just because George was going to be there. We have Ivan Peel at the back there, the Jedi Master that died in the Citadel arc. And we have Adigala as well in the front right there. So funny. So random. Like, what? Why these characters? I'm bewildered by this choice of characters. And I'm like so happy of how bewildered I am. It's so funny. It is so funny. JS back onto Resistance. I always love lighthearted material from any media. Like as you mentioned, Star Wars Resistance and also other media, as it can have some lighthearted stuff in serious franchise. Yeah, and I think it's that whole thing. It's like, well, you're trying to bring in different ages and different audiences, and that definitely, I think, brought in a good age group of kids, and especially because it was like around the sequels coming out. You know, there was a lot of young kids. Like I'm thinking like 12 and below. That was like the Star Wars sequels, like was their first Star Wars. And so having an animated show about their first Star Wars, I think was important. So I think that was cool. I do. You know me so well, Mike. I love my obscure characters. Like, this is a good lot of them. There would be some other, like, I would love to see like a Lock Durd or a Riff Tamsin from Clone Wars, maybe in this set as well. But still, what a great random array of characters. Next up, across back to that, kind of wide shot I showed at the start. Across the back of this whole pavilion was all these great stills and shots from the show, which I sort of love. And this sort of panel here showing the difference of like live action to animated characters that we have. We have obviously going from the top left, Cad Bane, animated live action, Ahsoka, Sabine, Zeb, Ezra, Bo-Katan, and Hera. Great characters, and might I say, pretty solid jumps. I don't have too much to complain about here, honestly, in terms of do they look good or not. Like, I feel like I remember when Cad Bane was in Book of Boba, people were like, oh, this isn't right. To me, I'm like, well, it's Cad. I knew it's Cad Bane. When he comes on screen, I'm like, that is Mr. Cad Bane. I wasn't confusing it with someone else. Like, that's got to be pretty damn good. Ahsoka, I love Rosario as Ahsoka. I love Natasha as Sabine. Zeb, we've only gotten like half a second of, but I mean, he looks correct to me. And Ezra, let's get the proper big Ezra photo on the screen, because this one was also the big thing out of the convention. Apart from, oh my god, the cat's walking on the keyboard. Oh my god. Apart from the mall photo, this was the other big reveal, the big, oh my god, first look And again, this is like the success of Star Wars. People who continue to be like, oh, it's downhill, no one cares. People care. A single photo of a character was shared, and it was the talk of the town for a few days. And it went widespread. Looks really, really cool. I love him. This is Ezra Bridger live action, all right, baby. This is exactly him in live action. I don't think they could have done any better casting. He is so accurate. He is so perfect. And I love that they're doing, you know, from seasons 3 and 4 of Rebels, he's got those scars on his face. This is Ezra. This is so beautiful. I love the coloring as well. Love that jacket. Lightning gets me. We've already been like, where do we get this jacket? It's such a good jacket. I love it. So nice. The Elven Mage coming in saying, I think that I'm the only one who prefers bearded Ezra. He just looks wise with it. That's so true. Maybe. I mean, but surely some other people agree with you. I personally like clean-shaven Ezra, but that is interesting. You prefer bearded Ezra. You met Eamon and Rosario on May 4th. Oh, wow. That's a great day to meet them. Great day. He is. And I, like, if you're not on Star Wars Twitter, get over there and just check out what Eamon's doing. Like, he's, like, rocking up to, like, conventions and, like, interacting with all the Star Wars fans. It's so fun. He's so great. I know. I like the blue jacket. Yeah. See what I mean? I'm like, Star Wars can't die. It was like one photo was shared and everyone was like, let's talk about it. So cool. So cool. Yeah, Rose is on the, maybe we should do a poll. Let's do a poll. We don't do enough of those in the shows anymore. Let's bring polls back on the RaeSide. How do I always forget how to do this. Do you prefer... All right. It took me a while to type that one question. Okay, so poll in the chat. Do you prefer bearded or non-bearded Ezra? It's the question. That is the question. How? What? How? Buckethead collection. Yeah, literally. And he's got a great collection. Yeah, I remember. That's right. That wasn't talked about enough. That was like such a funny reveal on the Ahsoka panel, being like, "We're getting Admiral Akbar." It's like, what? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Get your thoughts in now. No razors on Peridia. I love that. Jabba without a beard. You know. You know. Do you think it'll be weird for people who've never seen Rebels to suddenly see Ezra shaved in season 2? Do you think we need to see him shave it like Kanan? I don't think it's that crazy in the sense that, like, we definitely don't need to see a scene of like him shaving it ceremoniously, if that's the word. Because I think it's more of a, like, if I had never seen Rebels and like this was a random show and I was just like, oh, this character did have a beard, now he doesn't. Well, I would just assume, well, he had a beard when he was like living in the wilderness with random turtle people. Now he's on like a ship, he's taken care of, like he has quarters, he has food, he's like now sorted himself out. I've just assumed symbolically that's just him being more put together. I don't think I would have been like, what happened? You know what I mean? I feel like it's just symbolically like, oh, beard out in the wilderness. Now he's home and safe. No beard. Like, it's just like a symbol of him being like clean and put together, if that makes sense. Okay, well then, Austin, you can have an interesting take on this. Great timing. You've never seen Rebels or Clone Wars, nothing animated so far. Have you seen the Ahsoka show? Do you know this guy? Because you have come in at a perfect time, my friend. We need your input. He was bearded last season. If you saw him in the next season of Ahsoka without a beard, would you be concerned? What would you think? Literally same. I get you. Oh, it's so funny. What do you think will happen to Shin in season 2? That's a good question. I don't think she'll have a good arc, as in, I keep saying that, and I'm meaning as I think she's going to stay a villain, a bad guy. I think that the Shin and Sabine beef will continue. I think that'll ramp up. Yeah. Literally, yeah, that's more what it is. All right, how's this poll going? 15 votes. Come on, there's double you in here. Get your votes in. Do you prefer beard or no beard, Ezra? 73% of you saying no beard and 27% saying beard, please. I feel like Ahsoka will end up in another galaxy after the New Republic movie. Maybe start a new Jedi Order there. Ooh. I feel like they wouldn't do like another galaxy. If there's gonna be any more further like story, it would still be in like the Peridia type galaxy. Oh, okay, don't worry, Austin. That's fine. You just sit back and enjoy. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Fair. Literally fair. Oh, this is the first time that I knew that that context of this photo was that it is Ezra. Yeah, true. I think they're doing that right. I think they're doing all of that right. But anyway, that's enough talking about Ezra. This is a great photo. Can't wait for season 2. They must have done so much in like such a short period of time. Because remember, it was only, they like started filming like the week of Star Wars Celebration, which was April. I don't even know those dates. Was it end of April? 20-something? End of April. What's January, February, March, April, May, June. And we're at the end of July. So it's been exactly 3 months of shooting, which is so fun. And I love that. And I think there's going to be 3 more. I would assume there's 3 more months of shooting. Because this is like a side tangent, and I wish I had the article to pull up, but there was something about some convention wanted to sign Hayden for autographs for October, but he couldn't because he was still filming. So there was like this like, oh, Hayden's still filming Ahsoka in October, which is July, August, September, October. There's another 3 months. So 6 months of filming for the show. So I'm very keen for like a August. I'm very confident, I would say. Not keen, but confident. We're looking at an August release of Ahsoka season 2. That's my bet. That is my bet. But anyway. What else we got going on? Let's move on from Ezra. So much to talk about with Ahsoka, but that probably warrants a whole other show. There was some more photos in this. Look at me with my goddamn notes. Look how professional I am now. Who am I? We got some more photos coming in this kind of the back paneling. Got some great drawings, concept art from Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is such a beautiful show. It's a beautiful show. So it's just great to see like actual artworks from it. Rebels concept art. Beautiful shot of Hera there. Star Wars Resistance. We got Kaz back there. Bad Batch getting that love. I wish they gave a close-up of this, concept art tech. And it's so cool. Just what a beautiful show again. Stunning. Tales of the Jedi sort of series. That's fun. Interesting photos though. I'm like, why use like cooler photos from the Tales of the Jedi? But I hope we get more from that show. And then, of course, this was that final panel of the mall shot that we got there as well. Yeah, really nice. So again, kind of having this focus because it is the 20th anniversary of animation existing for Lucasfilm. So there's that. There's the animation pavilion. Thank you, Lightning. Maybe it's the new shampoo, perhaps. Yeah, I think it's got to be until then because the con that wanted him was in the States. So I would assume that he could probably do a Scottish con, but he can't go much elsewhere. It's interesting. Alrighty, let's jump into... I've already made a little post about this, but we'll talk about it anyway. let's take a little gander at what was announced for Star Wars Hasbro figures. This was the big talk of the town, and because this was actually announced and shown a few weeks ago. I should put the chill music on now. This was actually shown and announced a few weeks ago. Everyone loved it. I love it. I think this looks incredible. This was the Obi-Wan and Anakin on Mustafar battle in Black Series. I love how they have to add figure does not fly. I love how they have to add that. Like, we just assume it would. But really cool set there, as well as a mace and Palpatine, excuse me, and then as well as another great, like, I feel like they're just leaning into the whole like jewels. Another great set of Luke and Vader from Empire, which is another, I like that one, a Bespin one. This one I'm like considering getting, because I'm like, they look so handsome, they look so good. Rex and Anakin Clone Wars version, and I love that this is the head of this one is looking like the Hayden. It's not looking like animated Anakin, it's looking like Hayden. So I think this is from the more from the Ahsoka show in a sense. But yeah, I love it. It's so cool, so cool. We've got bounty hunters, we've got Django and Asajj. I saw someone in the comments of when I posted the photos of these over the weekend, being like, when did Asajj Ventress look like that? I'm pretty sure this is the Asajj from season 5 Clone Wars, the Wrong Jedi arc, where she has that random team up with Ahsoka and she's kind of involved with it a little bit in that way. Hey, a big $10 dues coming in from Mike. Thank you so much, Mike, for the generosity. Appreciate that. I am the Senate. Thank you. Thank you. A big love to you, mate. Yeah, they're all in here, man. They're all in here. Pre-orders for the Anakin Obi-Wan in the set go up August 1st. $110 dues. It's a lot of money for that set, hey. I know. How good is that? Figures do not fly. So funny. Yeah, we're sneaking in here late to the show. At least you're in here. But yeah, the Rex figure is an old figure, by the way. They've been photoshopping pins out of the legs when they're the actual figure. I saw like a big thread of this, people being upset about that. I'm like, so what? They photoshopped the pins. I don't want to see the figure with the pins. Like, show me the figure with it. If yes, like I want them to Photoshop the pins out. It's like, no, I need to see a cool pose. I think that's fine. Don't mind that. Quimia. We have Quimia from Acolyte, or the Stranger, as he's known there. Vintage collection, Han and Chewie. I feel like every Hasbro announcement ever is like, here's another Han and Chewie. So that's them. An interesting set here. We have special action figure set from Return. We've got the Force Ghosts of Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan. And how hilarious. You've got this is why Star Wars is so interesting. It's like, what? Who else is doing this? This is so funny. You have the pre-edited post-Revenge of the Sith version of the Return of the Jedi Force Ghosts excuse me for forgetting the actor's name, but the previous stand-in for the Anakin Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. You can kind of like add that in, or like, you know, make him look like that, which I think is so cool in a way. Like, that's really funny that you can just swap that out. Whatever. Like, they are trying so hard to just like give every person's interpretation of Star Wars like what they want. So funny. So funny. But yeah, great little set here. Beautiful looking. We get again for the vintage set a Coruscant Guard. Underrated trooper look. Very cool. Is it? Wait, no. What am I saying? Yeah, shock trooper. My bad. And again, key phrase today. The talk of the town, the HasLab, Laat. I did one too many A's there. That's fine. We're going to keep moving on. The HasLab. This is always the most interesting thing. Is like, okay, what do they want to be making? And it's interesting looking at everyone's, the audience response to being like, do they want this? This is a big boy. This is a big boy. Got some other photos here. I believe this is the actual stand that it would come with, which I like the concept of having a see-through stand to make it more ship-like. But that, that was they did that for the Ghost and kind of the other ships they've done. And who said at the start, like, how many Clone Wars episodes was the Let in? So funny. But it's a very iconic look. I've seen that it hasn't gotten too many signatures yet, but maybe we need to catch up with that. HasLabs are insane in terms of scale and price, but they are cool. Yeah, they are cool. Like, if you're into cool designer, detailed, big, if you've got a big Star Wars like man cave that you want cool shit in, like, it's definitely for that. Like, this is, and I think this is why they put so much money and backing, and you got to choose all this to it, because it's like, yeah, if you're into collecting these big ass cool detailed chips, this is it. Like, that would be high on my list. Yeah, Yavi's got to consider. One of us in the room right now has got to play it. You do know, and then we'll all actually. How about we all pay $5? We'll all go in on getting one, and then we'll all have a turn of the year owning it and having it for like a month. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't know why I added a third A, but that's what the third A is for. It's for awesome. Low altitude, awesome assault transport. Perfect. Amazing. Oh man, are you kidding? It's so expensive. It's like $1 billion. Comes with 2 stands. Oh, nice. There you go. But it's a cool one. I mean, I'm still like, I know they don't really depreciate in value all that much, but I really want the HasLab Ghost. That was the coolest one to me. So cool. But it's a big boy. Think the ship's like natural openness. Like, imagine like you could do so many different sort of situations in the kind of just the trooper area there. Like, you could set up, everything from Attack of the Clones, where it's like Kenobi, Padme, Anakin from Attack of the Clones and some troopers. Or you could do like a scene from Revenge, or like where it's like Yoda, Mace, and Kenobi from Revenge. Like, you could do all these different scenes, which I think would be really fun. And again, because it's so open, and it's such a generic ship that has been in so many scenes and shows and movies, it's like you could do so many different that would be actually a really great idea. If I got this, I would love to take like a bunch of photos of like all the different scenes that we see happen inside the LAT across the movies. I think that would be really cool. Someone steal that idea, please. Hey, Saji! Bearded Sag or Bearded Sag. Actually, that's gonna be the next poll. Beard Sag or no beard Sag? That's the question. Also, Sag, I've been meaning to message you. There's a comedian, like funny ass TikToker that I follow that looks exactly like you, and I just find him so funny. I need to send it to you. To only collect original trilogy. Yeah, like, it's a specific type of person. Hey, it's a specific type of bloke. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Is it? There you go. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all influence. George loved his ships and planes and his Spitfires and his cars, all that stuff. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So say everyone puts in $5, and what? It depends how many people we get to put in. But like everyone gets it for like a month a year, or like 2 weeks a year. Good plan. Imagine. Maybe I should do that. Should I? Actually, I have so much to say. Not enough time. Anyway, HasLab. There we go. We got the HasLabby LAAT. Did I do the right amount of A's there? LAAT. Yeah, nailed it. Which was another great piece out of San Diego. Now the next thing, I just forgot to get the little. There we go. Here we go. The next thing we're going to talk about today is... Where are my little banners? There we go. Star Wars Publishing. Let's move on to that now, because we still have so much to talk about, hilariously. Star Wars Publishing. Now, this is actually... I don't usually spend too much time thinking about the publishing. It's like, oh yeah, it's like some comic here about like this character. I'm like, okay, that's cool. This one actually, this amount of publishing for Star Wars, actually kind of cool. And I would love to know your thoughts on the things that were announced for this publishing. I think they did a panel, but just kind of over the weekend they announced Of course, there's a few comics in here. I won't really spend too much time on that. I don't know enough about comics to really like comment on it. Like there's a High Republic comic. Is this even a comic? I don't know. Is this a book? I think this is a book. No, it's a comic. What am I saying? It is a comic. I'm lying. Like a Young Jedi Adventures, like book. Like, sure, that's beautiful. I love that. Love that for them. I think this. You're kidding. You're kidding. This, like, my whole job is like, I feel like this channel has turned into just what videos and live shows can I flame and make to make Sag appreciate Star Wars. That is essentially the RaeSide brand at this point. But anyway, let me go through it, Sag. Let me go through it and let me pitch each shit to you. Starting off strong, Acolyte Visual Dictionary Guide book. This gives us such an interesting insight into Lucasfilm and the perspective of where this show was gonna go. Like, this is probably the thing I'm not even kidding. I think I'm most mad about this out of all of everything of Star Wars. We haven't got a single ass visual guide dictionary for flamin' Book of Boba Fett. Say when you want about the show, but we have epic shots there. We have epic characters. We have Black Chrysanthemum. We have cool Mos Espa. We have Weak Ways. We have so many aliens in the show. Talk about no aliens in Endor, because they're all in the Book of Boba Fett. We have so many cool designs, characters, and everything within the Book of Boba Fett show. We don't have a single design, guide, visual, whatever dictionary from that show, and it irks me to this day. Clearly, same with, like, you know, Ahsoka deserves one. Andor deserves one. Maybe Andor has something on the lines of visual guide, but not an official one. But Acolyte, the Art of Acolyte, go buy it. It's coming out January 13th if you want it. Enough. I don't have anything else to say about that. Give us Acolyte season 2 with Vanessa tracking down and killing Basil. Honestly, that would make a great season 2. JS, there you go. That one was for you, my friend. Book it in. January 13th. That's when that's coming out for you. Get your copy. Get your copy, JS. That's for you. Oh, good times. That's right. Yeah, that's in my mind somewhere. So it's not already, but it is coming out. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, Alex. How you doing? You're coming into a pointed part of the show. Again, these are, again, I don't know what to say about these comics. This is another comic. Looks cool. If you're into, like, spooky Star Wars, this is meant to be it. Tales from the Nightlands? Sure. More comics. Excuse me. Star Wars A Grievous. Hyperspace Stories. I don't have too much to say about this. I don't know my comics. I have a lot to say about this cover photo, though, because it's stunning. Beautiful. What a beautiful cover art. That's really, really cool. When's this coming out? Original graphic novel comes out early 2026. So cool. Oh, there's a bunch of photos. There we go. Here we go. Look at this. Let's take a look. I actually haven't seen these of yet. Ooh, someone Dooku's castle. Look at that. Jump. I love that. So good. This is giving 2003 Clone Wars, this, in a way. Who's this bloke? General Bay. Oh, there his name's right there. General Bay? Who? What? This is giving real 2003 Clone Wars. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Alex. Slow down. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, it's given 2003 Clone Wars. Kenobi? General Kenobi. Come to remind you of your handiwork. Not exactly, no. Told you, find a way to flank the enemy. Now all you need to do is surprise them while pressing from the south, and we'll have their stronghold by nightfall. Assuming this place even has a nightfall. The council has a new mission for you. Wow. General Bay. I don't know what this is. Comics confuse me. I'm like, well, how are they all intertwined but not? Is that Mace Windu? I think that's Mace Windu. Oh, Kit Fisto and Windu explore an ocean planet and fends off the fierce beasts that swim the depths. Interesting. Is it okay? In this comic, surely at some point we got to get shirtless Kit Fisto in that comic. Why not? Why not? DB coming in with that Star Warsy RaeSide love. Thank you so much, my beautiful friend. 5 gifted subs in the chat right now. Well done if you got one of those bad boys. Bang goes the dynamite. I don't even know if that's what you're saying bang for, Sage, but I will. And it's not even bang, it's boom goes the dynamite. There he is. So good. Yeah, thank you, Soul Fury. If they want sales for this bad boy, ripped 20-pack Kit Fisto on the front of this would have sold millions of copies straight away. I would have bought a copy. I would have gotten into comics if that's what was on the front cover. Oh, that's how they should have done it. That's how they should have done it. So good. So good. Anyway, the comment. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this comment. I really don't have anything else to say. This is an interesting one. See, now, Saj, go back on what you said. Now you're going to eat your words, my friend. This is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one. ILM 50th anniversary. Don't mind if I do. Go watch the documentary. The ILM behind the scenes stuff, season 1 and 2. Very good. Very, very good content in there. We have the ILM 50th anniversary. What are they calling it? Innovation Gallery. Interesting title. It's essentially a visual guide of them and their journey creating ILM, creating everything that we've loved of Star Wars, that we've seen in Star Wars. Ralph McQuarrie, matte paintings, maquettes, aliens, effects. And it goes, see, here you go, Saj. I've got you in one picture, bro. I've got you in one picture. Sold. Jurassic Park, because obviously ILM expanded further than just Star Wars. It started with Star Wars and it's gone further into so much more. What do they do? Like Terminator and Jurassic and E.T. They did like every iconic action effects anything in from the 70s to now. So this is a whole entire visual guide, visual dictionary, book thing covering this, essentially. It's fine. It's true. Yeah, see? Gotcha. Oh, thank you so much, Al. Enough said. That's all that we need to know. Hey. Yeah, exactly. Boom. If you want more obscure Star Wars characters, then you need to read more comics. I know. And anything from EU Star Wars sounds like batshit crazy to me. I feel like I should read that. Now, one of... Oh, is he secretly back here? Will, where are you? Goddamn. Get back here. You secretly back there? Where is he? But no, this is cool. I love ILM. Again, I love the documentary that's on Disney Plus, but this is cool. Just a big visual thing. Okay, this ties in. This ties into my emotional tirade, shall we say? My emotional tirade of why on earth have we not had any other visual guide / dictionary for any of the shows as of yet? They're like supersonic speed sped up the creation of the Acolytes one. We are only just now getting announced that we're getting a Mandalorian one. Insane to me. It's like the best part of Star Wars is getting the guides along with it to be like, oh, this random character did this thing and looked cool. That's the best part of the shows. Mandalorian guide, seasons 1, 2, and 3. To their credit of them being late. Hello, do you want to say hello to everybody? To their credit of being late, they are releasing it as the Mando movie is coming out. I think that's smart, of course. Get your cool content out there as the movie's coming out. Get people talking about it. Bro, chill. Get people chilling about it. Get people talking about it. I think that's a good time. I think that's a good time. But again, it's just like bizarro to me as they only just announced and one announcing it and releasing it just now. But that should be a cool read. And then I think this is just like a kid's book or something. You're My Little Grogu. That's so sweet. I should read it. I should get it and then read it to you guys. You're My Little Grogu. You're My Little Grogu. A rhyming board book. You're My Little Grogu from author Grace Brenanowski and artist Kaylee McCabe. Okay. We're gonna have story. I feel like we're gonna have story time. Story time. This has got to be our Mando madness, like the weeks leading up to the Mando movie coming out. I'm gonna read you a little goodnight story of this book. You're My Little Grogu. Oh, I love it. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, Bix is having time to shine. Aren't you? She's upset because as I do the shows, there's like a window there and I have to shut the window. She's always so upset about it. Let me pan you across. She's like, let me the fuck out of here. But because I obviously put the curtains in across to make the room nice and dark for the shows. Oh God, hang on. She's not happy about it. Where the hell's my window? Hey Joey, how you doing? Where were we? Where'd she go? This is another interesting one. Clone Force 99. We're getting Bad Batch comics. Cool. It sounds like there's actually going to be some really cool stories in here. I love it. Rogue Agents. Sure. Arrives December this year. I know the Bad Batch fans, which yeah, I am one. I'm just not a comic fan. I'm gonna eat this up. If I was to be into comics, I would be enthralled by this. I think that's really cool that they're kind of extending and continuing their story through comics. I think that's really cool. More comics here. Again, like I just don't understand how they all connect, but they seemingly do. We've got Afro stuff. We've got Legacy of Vader, so that's like Kylo Ren stuff, and Jedi Knights over here. What is this? X-Men looking hoodie? What? Who's this guy? Both of these guys are hilarious looking. Is that meant to be Dooku? And why does Kylo look like Snape there? That's hilarious. Anyway, feast on that. I'm just gonna go. I'm so thirsty. Hang on. Alrighty. Alright. Any interesting comics? What? How is I leave and there's more of you when I get back? That's hilarious. Carly! Oh my god. That frequently happens. So, you know, I like see ya and then everyone's like, hey, let's get into the live show now. That's hilarious. How you doing? Did you survive the weekend? What was the highlight? What was the highlight for you? I mean, I feel like it's got to be George, hey? But good to see you. I'll probably hit you up in the next few days, actually. I want you back on the show soon. And I also heard you met my Canadian friend Matthew over there. It's hilarious. Yeah, Rebel Scum. Don't even talk about it. I like want to ban people talking about Rebel Scum Con because I am so jealous. I have so much FOMO of not going. What happened with my Instagram? What happened with my Instagram? Did something happen? You tell me. What happened with my Instagram? Did it die? Am I banned? What do you mean? What happened to my Instagram? What a question. What a question with no context. Good lord. Good lord. Yeah, she's tiny, hey. She's so tiny. And you barely survived. Would love to come back on the show. Also, the best highlight was probably George. Yeah, surely. I was like, yeah, it's like hard to top that, hey. But unreal. I loved all your photos out from it. Looked like it was such a fun time. I know. But they're already organizing next year, and I'm already organizing being there next year. So I'll hold out for then. But have the best time next week. It's gonna be awesome. I know. What a comment. That's actually such a great like prank thing. That'd be a great to just go into people's streams and just be like, hey, what happened to your Instagram page? just with no context. Love it. So good. So good. Where were we? We're still talking about publishing. That's where we were. Still talking about publishing. We got the damn thing off the screen. Okay, we got the comics. The other thing, here we go. Now I have a lot to say about this thing. Star Wars Outlaws, good game. A lot of you didn't play it. Shame on you. It was good. Low Red Moon, interesting title. I'm like, I don't know really what that could mean. But the most interesting part about this is that it's going to be written by Mike Chen. Great Star Wars author. I think it's his most recent book for Star Wars. 2022, the book Brotherhood, that was about Anakin and Obi-Wan, Kato Nemoidia, in between Phantom and Attack of the Clones. If you're like me, that's like one of my favorite periods to be like, we need more content in. He wrote a book about those characters in that time. It's a great book. It's a great read. It's a really quick and like sort of light read. And so he is the author writing this book. So I'm very excited for that, for this, because like two great things for me personally. Mike Chen, I've really enjoyed as a Star Wars writer. And then also I really enjoyed Outlaws. So yeah, I'll read this. I'll definitely pick this up. I know. I know. Don't bring it up, Yava. I understand. Hey, Bella, how you doing? You loved all the announcements. We've got some good stuff, eh? Oh, where have I gone? Why am I blurred? What's happened here? There we go. I'm back. I am back. Yeah, Mike Chen's very good. He's a very good author for Star Wars. I really like his books. Exactly. But why didn't it count? You'll find out. It's a good book. Yeah, I was like, am I naked? Why am I blurred? Like, what happened? Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. I know it's like I feel like me and the million other people going to Celebration 27 will try and tee up to go around that time. So it's got to be so booked and so just like hard to get a spot to go. But I'm hoping in that trip I can probably go. If not, back to Rebel Scum Con, if we go to Rebel Scum Con, which I think is June next year, I know actually, Carly, did they have a date for the opening of it? I know they just said 26, but there's some sort of month or something they know. Right? What happened to your Instagram? Funny ass question, man. Did that person ever reply either? Did they just go? Where did they go? Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. What happened to your YouTube channel? No date? Okay, yeah. So it's just like sometime next year. Well, hopefully it's before June. So then maybe when I go to Rebel Scum next year, I can stop off and go to it. So funny. It's good. Exactly. You get it. Anyway, Mike Chen, good book. I'm excited for this book. This is gonna be pretty good. Do they have a date for that? February 3rd. February 3rd, this is coming out. Which I'm quite excited for. Oh, 100%. Again, I have this really like great fever dream that I think we should do a RaeSide family like excursion essentially to the museum. You have to have a buddy. I'll like buddy you up with everyone so you don't get lost in the museum. I'll hire a bus. To put us all in. pick everyone up from the airport at the same time. We all then go to the museum. I'll pack some sandwiches for lunches for you guys. What else happens on excursions? We'll get lanyards or like little matching hats or something to be like, I can tell you all apart. And then we'll all go to the museum together. Amazing. It's amazing. Much love. Have a good time. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, Carly. Oh, so good. So good. Joyous Roma coming in with a $5 redos. May the force be with you, Joyous Roma. Every day we get closer to Meadow and Grogu. Every day. I think it's like 297 days. Don't quote me, but I think it's about that. What is the hair doing back here? We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I'm going to be so... What? I've just... What is in... What? We're so close. We're so close. I can't wait for the countdown to that movie. It's going to be awesome. And thank you so much for the $5 redos. I appreciate it. Much love. Much love. She's a stunner, isn't she? She's so cool. Yes! Sedge, you get me! Yes! Please! Boba Season 2! God damn. If I'm not the... Okay. I'm like mad about something that's a figment of my imagination. If there's a Boba Fett Season 2 and I'm not the damn announcer for that premiere, I might just end my career as a content creator, actually. I think if I don't make that, I'm out of here. See ya. It's all for nothing. Bye. Book of Boba Fett Season 2, I gotta, like, 1, that's gotta happen. 2, I need to be the whatever premiere host of it. Come on. Come on. Oh. You can't find it? You can't find it? I don't know. It's just the RaeSide. It's not anything special. Thank you for waiting like 10 minutes to follow up with that. But yeah. That's it's just the RaeSide. It should be there. Thank you. I should. Yeah. Anyway. We're Fett. Don't get me going. Yeah, literally, Sedge gets it. He gets it. It can actually be better. It can actually be better with a Season 2. Am I missing anything? Hasbro figures. My notes are so hilarious. They're so so all over the place. Lucas Booth, random Star Wars maquettes, Ezra photo, Mall photo, Lucasfilm Publishing, Hasbro figures. I think that's all that came out of San Diego, my friends. I think that was all the main announcements. I like it. It's kind of hard. Like, I kind of get what you mean, though. I know, but if they don't make a Season 2 Book of Boba Fett in the next 5 years, I am out of here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So good. So good. We would. We actually would. We should actually write. We should do it. Can we create a like a Google Doc, shared Google Doc, Sag, to write Season 2 and just make a PDF and just post it on the internet being like, this is our pitch for Season 2. We should. I started kidding, but now I'm really serious about that idea. That would be actually really fun. Oh, the new Bad Batch novel is a must for me. Yes, Sanctuary. It was already announced previously, but so it wasn't like too talked about at San Diego. But yes, that comes out soon, doesn't it? Because I really want to get that. That's Season 2. But a Boonta Eve pod race that Boba has to host. That's it. Yeah, it's, how good is it? How good is it? Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, let me get the Bad Batch Sanctuary book out because it is looking cool. Screen share. This book. This is what chat's talking about. Bad Batch Sanctuary. It's a cool, how cool is that? Good friend of the channel, Marley. You might know her as Bounty Saber on Instagram. There was a post for this at San Diego, and she asked the booth for it, and they gave it to her, which I love. I think that's so funny. Never! How dare you say such blasphemous things to Tem? He never ages. He will be young forever. Oh. Hey, Shay's in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Yeah, exactly. Forget water bottles. Just buy one of those glass, like bottles that they have at a cafe. Use that as your water bottle. Pro tip. Pro tip. Oh man. But yeah, check out. This is cool. This is the book that I think it's coming out real soon. Oh god, so much happens. Okay, here we go. Am I back yet? Am I still blurry? Where am I? Where did I go? That's really funny, Sedge, you say that. Am I back now? It's really funny you say that, Sedge, because I'm actually seeing it in 3.5 hours. In 3.5 hours, I'm seeing it. Yeah, seeing it in IMAX randomly. There was a sale on. I was like, yeah, I might as well see it in IMAX if I can. But yeah. I don't know, why do I keep getting censored? Is that, well, I know the reason, but it's just because my mum keeps calling me. Messenger. Iconic. More Tem and Ahsoka season 2. I hope so. There's all those sort of reports about Tem being in and out. I don't believe any of them. I don't know. It's interesting. You hit 500 subs? That's insane. That's so cool. That is so cool. Unreal. Well done. Congrats. Big congrats, Bella. So cool. Doesn't Discord how you liked it later. Okay, yeah. Because I love Superman. I'm worried it's going to be very different to Superman. I think it is it not? I'm worried that Fantastic Four might be too lore-based. Like, I don't get, like, who... They're, like, a family, and they, like, hate a silver chick. Is that, like, the lore? I don't know. I don't really know anything about Fantastic Four, so it's going to be interesting. Keep going. You're doing good. All your tutorials you're putting out at the moment, it's actually... every time I see you post, Jay, and something about a tutorial... or just something about sabers, I always go, oh, I should go practice sabers and like learn more shit. Keep grinding away, my friend. You're doing good. You're doing good. All right, Yaba, we'll catch you soon. Plot is strangely similar to Fantasy 4. It's actually better in basically every way. Classic Sag take. My God, you don't need to know any lore. Oh, okay, good. Thank God, because I know nothing. Nothing. So cool. Okay, yeah. All right. You know what? Okay. Hot take, we need to stop as a collective Star Wars fan, and we need to not listen to Daniel RPK. That's my hot take of the day. That guy is correct. Maybe 2.5% of the time. We need to stop gassing up Daniel RPK. You said he think, because if you read, it's just he thinks. That's the source of this random guy. He thinks something's happening, and then 40,000 news outlets go, "Oh, he said something." We need to. I want to debunk Daniel RPK being a source for Star Wars news. I saw it and I was just like, "Oh my God!" Again, statistically, I'm pretty sure this guy has been correct about maybe 2 things in the past 10 years, and that was purely like coincidental news. Oh. I know. Good. Daniel RPK is 3% hit rate. Just be waffling the same room as everyone else. Yeah, I'm just like, what? Why do we think he's like a god of source material? He doesn't know shit. The things he got right is purely coincidental correctly. Oh my God, Breath Metal! Thank you. Yes, we should be trusting only in the Force. You get it. But also, hello, welcome to the show. Yeah, it's crazy. Exactly. Per breaking news, he was the one to say that recently. And then 2 seconds later, he's like, I haven't created enough stir and controversy yet. Let me say they are filming. That's why everyone's like, oh, I'm confused. Because we keep gassing up Daniel RPK as our source for Star Wars news. That's why. That is why. Oh, I'm like so mad about it. Don't even bring it up. Yes, he is. He is. That's a great analogy. That is a fantastic analogy. Trust only in Blore. He knows everything. Yeah, he does know everything about it. He's not worse than Mike Zero. Mike Zero, it was much more on the level of, like, like he was just more like crazy things. Like, I don't know too much about Mike Zero, but I just know him to be the big peddler of like, everyone's fired like that. Mike Zero was just like a weird fever dream. I feel like, Daniel RPK, I know I'm laying it down, aren't I? The RPK is just like an insider. It's like, what? No, he's not. Look at his stats. Look at his like track record of correct rumors. It's terrible. Yeah. I don't know. The Natalie thing I actually still am skeptical of. I'm actually still skeptical that there's not enough evidence behind the Natalie stuff. But anyway. Yeah, that was more of like, did we all collectively dream that? Like, does he still do content? Actually, I have not thought about that guy in probably 5 years. Does he still do shit? I kind of want to look him up, but I'm also scared that it'll get in my algorithm. Oh, does that guy still exist? Oh, I think Mike Zero is more dialed than Theory's RPK just spews. Yeah. Yeah, Sublight, I love this bit. I love this continuous bit from a joke that happened like 2 years ago on one of my gaming streams. I love that you hold on to it. Yeah, is that guy still around though? Like, I kind of want to look him up. I'm scared. I'm scared that like, I don't know, he'll like find out. When was his last video? Oh, he still does shit. Oh, Mike Zero. I have not thought about that name in like years. That is unlocked. Hilarious. Yeah, right. Interesting. Also, there's 53 of you in here right now. Thank you for being here. We've kind of changed gears on streams. We've covered everything on San Diego. If you kind of missed it, it was a lot of cool animation stuff, some cool things coming out for publishing, and some cool figures. Kind of scroll back to early in the show if you actually want to go over the news. We're just kind of fucking about now. We're not doing anything interesting. But yeah, but thank you for the 50 of you being in here. Much love and appreciate you. Mike Zero, man. Takes me back. I don't know to what. I was like a teenager. Yeah, that's hilarious as hell. What were we saying before that? Oh, the Ray movie. Yeah, I mean, I love the Ray movie. I really want the Ray movie to happen. I think I get my news from the Aussies because they're singing. That is correct. That is biblically correct. That's what you should be doing. Again, remember the other week I had this idea. I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I should actually make a fake, like a RaeSide RPK, I was gonna say no, that doesn't work. Like a RaeSide RPK. I should create an account called that and make fake scoops. Imagine. Book of Boba Fett season 7 coming out now. Obi-Wan Kenobi turns gay for Cody. Just make all these wild statements. Confirmed. The whole Separatist Council not dead. They're appearing in Ahsoka season 2. I could make the craziest things. I know, but if you say, okay, Mike, that's what I was thinking to say, but then if you say it out loud, it sounds like another word. And I'm like, oh, I can't use that. That's crazy. And we get movies 2 or 3 days before the rest of the world, I'm not complaining. Yeah, do we actually? Maybe we do. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, right? I'm like, you can't say it. Goddamn. Yeah, well, because I went through that same thing when I was trying to think of like, oh, I need like a cool like community name to like call people that like watch my content. And I came across like the idea of like an ist, like raists, and then that just sounds like too much like racists. Hey, join the raists. I don't know, didn't work. The same thing as when I wanted to start a podcast specifically with my content, and calling it the Ray podcast. I'm like, oh, that's too long. I'll just call it the Ray Pod. I'm like, oh, actually, if you mispronounce that or like miss the timing of that, that sounds too bad as well. So, man, yeah, I love my racists. clip that. Oh, crazy. Anyway, we're kind of going into a realm of scaredy that I don't know if I want to go. This has been a wild show. We have covered so much, chatted a lot. Again, we'll see what happens and eventuates in the next few days. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get on the live in the next few days, maybe to talk about a little bit about the other movies that have been out, because obviously I've seen Spider-Man not once, not even twice. I've seen Spider-Man 3 times. I really love that movie. As aforementioned, I am seeing Fantastic Four in a couple of hours today as well. So I'm thinking of maybe in the next few days having a bit of a superhero-y, comparative to Star Wars-y heroes type show. Bit of a discussion stream. See what happens. See what we cover. And it should be a good time. I know. That's right. And we're back. You know when the music picks up again, when I put the theme song music, I'm like, alrighty, rein it in. Oh, it's so good. Ooh, we are back, baby. Oh, but anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens in the next few days. I'm thinking of doing some sort of like a hero versus hero type show discussionary time. Should be fun. But as always, I'm always trying to improve the shows and the videos and the content here at the RaeSide. If you want to see more of something, even if you kind of want to see less of something, maybe just focus on the more of something, let me know down in the comments. I'll make some posts to the members as well, getting their input in some videos and shows upcoming, because we're still in this sort of period of no man's land for Star Wars. Next year, we're going to take off and it's going to be good shit. But for the next few months, we're just having a good time here on the RaeSide, as always. Rated, absolutely. Scram Bill, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I gotta go get ready for a movie. Thank you so much for being part of this. I love you, my racists. You are the greatest. I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully that'll be real soon. Until then, be good, make good decisions, and always choose the RaeSide.